the block around the clock, now my life, son. I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through. We counting money often too.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
Okay, break.
Play action. Stroud now. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvie and Overshown.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Throwing now is Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day? Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys at 8-3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. They'll run left with Pollard, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And Lance going to throw. Now a stoppage here for an injured player. Oh, boy, that's Trey Lance, who appears to be worse for the wear. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught for a count. Touchdown. Tony Pollard there to make the grab. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now is Stroud. Delivers another one to Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Check it.
Again, it's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Klein. Short pass take. And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Touchdown, Houston. Rashad Bateman, 36 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Texans 7.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And here's Daniel Wheelan on now to punt. Here comes Andrews.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Klein. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his friend...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. How about this? And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CD Lamb from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The kick is good.
And it's now 21-7.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the...
touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked off by Damone Clark.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw. Klein. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Stroud's throw completed to Mechie.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Stroud to the air on first and 10. This will be complete to Mechie.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Klein swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Next to score, Cowboys 28, Texans 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard after the 32.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Let's go now.
Pierce gets this one running right.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Texans 25.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
44-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Check. Go check. Go check. 7 Pirates. 7 check. Careful. Check. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Stroud to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lamb will go in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Klein. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Klein. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. Off play action. Klein. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Stroud sets up the play action. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And the Texans 1st down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Stroud.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Stroud looking to throw.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Head the street. Head the street. Ready?
Here's Stroud. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Micah Parsons with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
At the Texans' 26-yard line.
Back to throw. And Sharp calls it in. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go, 1st and goal. Back to throw. Buying time to his left.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and sneak it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
The only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.